So we got 2018 Hyundai Santa Fe, not Elantra, Hyundai Santa Fe SUV. Got it in for an oil change and brakes. See what's going on. 21 millimeter socket. Get the tire off. All right, so we're going to get a 14 millimeter wrench, and we're going to go ahead and take the two nuts off at the top and the bottom of the caliper. I'm gonna work on getting the different cording material for devices, because most of this video you're looking at my leg. Had to prop my phone up on the floor, but we got it loose. I like using a prop bar and using some cars have the opening. I'm gonna go ahead and spread the piston, push the piston in as much as I can. Just put it in between. I usually like to put it in between the rotor and the pads, or the pads and the caliper. I'll take it off. I don't like letting the caliper hang. I like to put it on the springs and hang it off of the springs or the strip, so that way there's no tension on the line. The rotor is held in by two Phillips screws. I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. Once you take that off, it is a 17 millimeter to take off the bracket for the caliper. These are going to be a lot harder to remove, so I'm going to use a hammer to help break it loose. And once I break it loose, I'm going to use a air tool, air ratchet, with a 17 on the swivel. Take top, take the bottom off. All right, now we got the caliper off, caliper bracket. We got the rotor off. I'm gonna use some brake cleaner. Spray that off right there. Spray the bracket off. Once you spray the bracket off, so if they're dirty, you use a wire brush. This one wasn't bad at all. It's actually pretty clean. So I was able to just use a rag and get that cleaned up. So I like to take the grease, brake grease, lube, and put it around where the hardware is going to meet the caliper bracket. That way, just to keep everything quiet. I'm also put some on the brake pads as well, on the back of it, not the front of it, on the back of it. So take this rotor out, put the rotor on backwards first, and I'm gonna spray it with some brake cleaner, wipe it back off with the car. Now I'm gonna spin it around and line up the holes for the two screws. I'm gonna put the screws in, hold the rotor in place. Like I said, you don't really have to get these super tight. Snug is well enough. And spray the front side off now. You gotta make sure you get that grease off of the rotor. Now we're gonna put the caliper on. So I'm gonna put the 17s up there. I like to start everything with my hands first. And then I'll either look for a ratchet, an air tool, or whatever. But once I get them tightened by hand or going by hand, I'll go ahead and do the rest of it. Use that torque wrench, tighten those down. This is the tool I was talking about. beginning. That right there, I'm gonna put the old pad there and spread it. It works almost like a cork gun. Just squeeze it a couple times, spread it out. Put this grease up here on the back of the pads on both sides, two sides. You got the side with where the piston is, and the other side where the caliper is holding it. Right, this car has springs that help spread the pads back apart once you finish pressing on the brakes. It's not difficult, it's just awkward to put them on there. You gotta put this one at the top and one at the bottom. I put both of them in there and then hold the caliper and put the caliper on top of it at the same time without the springs flying back out. Then that's just these 14 millimeter nuts. You put these back in there. You tighten them back down. Just snug them with a little oomph. Move some of this trash out the way. And throw this wheel back on. Wheel up here. Like I said, I like to start everything by hand. And then come behind it with a tool. And that's it. Alright, so we're also gonna change the oil on here. It was a cap right here with engine oil that go for, is that the drain plug? Go for right there. Let's see, that's leaking a little bit for sure. And we take this off for the oil filter. This is a 17. I'm gonna take that off and let it drain. All right, so got it broke loose. Just like this. I think I'm gonna catch my hand. Ooh. Ooh. Just a little bit. Let that bad boy drain. I'll be tapping this oil filter. All right, so when you take that hole off, there's your oil filter right there. Hopefully this is like hand. This ain't too bad. Oh yeah, got it to turn. Finish letting this oil finish draining. Put the plug back on there. Drain this right here. Hopefully it doesn't make that much mess. Let's see. Oh yeah. Then we get a triple double. Get a double. There we go. Both of them drain at the same time. Be great. So just to show y'all something, right? This is the drain plug that came off of this Hyundai. This is the all drain gasket. This is how many times, wherever person's been taking it to, this is how many times they've kept using this gasket. So when you guys change your oil, make sure they're changing these gaskets. These will prevent a lot of oil leaks. See this new one? See how nice and thick it is compared to this one that's been crushed in God knows how many times. But yeah, make sure you guys change these when you're changing your oil, just as important. All right, so we got the new oil filter up there, drain plug with the new gasket. Let's get the zoom in there. Yep. All drain plug installed with the new gasket up there. Add oil, start the car, double check for no leaks. It's the old oil. Okay, customer said she was using synthetic blend 530. Car takes 5 quarts. Just throw it in there. Under here, make sure it's no initial leaks, no drippy drips. I don't see anything. Let's give it a start. Check for leaks. So we did change the brakes on this, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna pump it until we get stiff. We're not going to the floor anymore. Let's give it a start. Go up under the car, make sure there's no leaks. Put all these plastics back and be good to go. All right. No leaks on the oil filter. No leaks by the drain plug. Won't cut off. Make sure she's leveled off right. And set on by her way.